Hey guys, welcome to Monner's Market and welcome to the Mickey and Minnie Christmas DIY Challenge. This challenge is hosted by Krafty Leeny and the Mug Life DIY. There's going to be a playlist listed down in the description box, so make sure when you watch this that you go back to the playlist and watch everybody else's video of what they done for this challenge. So basically what we have to do is take Mickey and Minnie in some sort of Christmas theme and make something. And that's what I did. I just made a simple sign. This is going to be a very quick, short video, but one that is very near and dear to my heart because I'm a Florida native and I have been going to Disney World since the day they opened. I was actually in the Magic Kingdom on opening day, and I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember the dress that I had on. It was a yellow dress. I remember the balloon that I got. It was the same balloons that they sell today, the big round clear balloon with the Mickey head in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these signs from the Dollar Tree, and I'm not going to use the side that has the writing on it, that side right there. I'm actually going to take some shipping paper and put it on that side, and this is my little print that's upside down that I printed off of the computer. Now, what I did to get that print was I went to Google Images, to the free images, and found something that I liked and just downloaded it into Design Space and printed it out. It was super quick, super easy. So I'm going to need to take that twine off, although I'm going to add twine back to it to hang it on the wall because I'm going to be painting this side, and that's the side I'm going to put my picture on. And then I'm going to be putting the shipping paper on the other side, which will give it the same look as it has right there, the brown, sort of finished look. And the reason I'm using this side is because it's just a smooth finish. Now, this paintbrush and me had to come to an understanding because those little spriggly sticking everywhere would not lay down for nothing. I tried everything in my power to get them to lay back down, and they wouldn't lay back down. And I mean, they weren't just sticking out a little bit, they were like laying sideways on each side. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit so you don't have to watch me paint in real time and watch the paint dry because ain't nobody got time for that. But I just give it a quick coat of the paint. Now I'm using Apple Barrel white acrylic paint. So I took my little heat dryer because, again, I'm impatient. And then I took some Flag Red it's just an acrylic paint by Apple Barrel, and sort of distressed around the edge. I cut out my little picture that I printed out. And I could have had my Cricut do this, but it wasn't no big deal. Now, I printed it on sticker paper, which made it extremely easy to do. And I took those picks from the Dollar Tree, and I end up tearing them apart in a minute. And I took this red and white polka dot ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I wasn't real happy with my bow when I was done for a couple of reasons. One, I got the middle too far over to the right, so my bow looks swampy. But I also made a bow big enough for a picture twice this size. But I didn't want to go back and make another bow. Now, I probably will go back and take that bow off and realign it because I'm just a little bit OCD and it's driving me nuts. And I got my sticker too high at the top once I made that bow, and it was so big, so I had to move it down some. But once I did that, I added some Mod Podge to the top of it. And what that Mod Podge does is just seals it. Now, when you Mod Podge something, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get wrinkles. And I'm going to show you a little secret of how to get rid of it. Now, right there, you see me taking some pavement. It's Apple Barrel pavement, and it's an acrylic paint. Here, I'm just putting some twine back on there to hang it up. Now, I wish I would have waited to put the twine on and the bow, because when I went to cut that paper out right there that I got from the Dollar Tree, it wasn't as easy as it should have been because I had the bow in the way and I had that twine in the way. And I that went a little quick, but if you saw me using that iron right there, that's my secret. You put a little Teflon sheet or parchment paper or whatever you have over the top of your design, and you iron it. And what that does is it dries your Mod Podge. Now, you can wait till your Mod Podge is completely dry. That's what the lady I learned it from did, and I'm going to be posting her link down in the bottom where you can go watch how she does it. She waits until it's completely dry, but I didn't. So whenever I put the Mod Podge on this brown paper that I'm cutting out and put it on the back, I'll do the same thing. I'll go over it with my iron, and you'll see it gives the most amazing finish. It is super smooth. There is not one single wrinkle in that paper. And in my design on the front, there's no wrinkles. I mean, it is just as smooth as it can be, and it looks very professional. Now, you see them sweet little hands right there? That's my little Chloe bug. That's my granddaughter. She's down from Georgia for the week, and she's helping me craft, and we've done several things, so you'll see her help me a couple of times here. But you just put the Mod Podge on. Now here I just did the bottom half, and then I went back and did the top half, and then I'll take my Teflon sheet, put it over the top of it, and iron it down, and it will be just as smooth as silk. See them wrinkles right there? I'm hoping that once I iron it, you can see it, but it's going so fast you might not be able to. Let's see if we can see it once it's finished. Let's see here. Nope, there's a little piece in the middle. Look at there. Oh, I know I stopped to go in there and trim off some more of that side. Now, another thing, too, that I'm going to do once I get this down is take that sanding block and go around the edges and finish sanding off that paper. And that gives it a really smooth finish around the edges. Now, watch this when I take that Teflon sheet off. I want you to look how smooth this is. Bam. I know I flipped it so fast you couldn't tell. But my picture is smooth, and the back of it is smooth, and it is just, it looks like it was bought from the store that way. So then, like I said, I take my sanding block, and you sand down the edges, and what that does is just gives you a really clean edge, and it gets the rest of that paper off from hanging over. And that is all there is to it. Once you do that and you get everything all sanded down, it is done. And I am so happy with the way it turned out. Yep, that one little wrinkle in the middle I wasn't happy with. You couldn't tell it, but I could. And now it's just as smooth as it can be. Now I'm just cleaning up a little bit of leftover glue. Them glue sticks tend to be stringy no matter what you do. See that bow right there? See how it's too far to the right? My OCD will not let me keep it like that. But for now, I've finished it so I can get done with you guys. And see there? That's where I went in, distressed it a little bit. I wish I would have done the little shiplap lines. I think it would have looked a lot cuter. But when it comes to Mickey and Minnie, it's hard to, you can't hardly make anything with them on it and it not be cute. But that is it. So make sure that you leave a message in the comments and let me know what you think about it. And tell me how you done. How you done. Yeah, tell me how you doing. Tell me how you think I done. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. But either way, I would love it if you would give me a big thumbs up and share it. Tell others about me. I am very new to Facebook, to YouTube, and I'm still growing my little channel. I've only been on here for a few weeks, and I have, I think 135 viewers. But I wanted to say thank you one more time to Krafty Leeny and the Mug Life DIY for doing this challenge. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram, as well as here on YouTube, all at Monter's Market. And I appreciate you coming. Consider subscribing if you're not already. If you are and you've come back to watch me again, you don't even know how much I treasure you and how much I appreciate you. But for now, we will talk to you later. Happy holidays.